Hi, this is Ethan from the product team here at Gauge, and I'm going to be walking through our new feature, Sentiment Analysis. Sentiment Analysis looks at the answer text from all of the answers we run across the platform at Gauge. Whether this is a non-branded prompt, like what's the best AI SEO company, or a branded prompt, like how does Gauge help companies rank better in AI SEO, we'll look at the actual text from those answers and then summarize how AI talks about your brand. In sentiment analysis, we're looking at that sentiment over time, distribution of positive, negative, and neutral tone, and splitting it out by model. But we're actually going a step further here at Gauge and looking not just at if the sentiment is positive or negative, but specifically what does AI say about your brand across all of the responses we're gathering. We use full text search to dive into specific answers that come back from LLMs and see exactly what they're saying and group those trends together in an easy to read dashboard here. This isn't just running one prompt and seeing what the LLM has to say and judging sentiment from there, or even running the same prompt 100 times and seeing what LLMs have to say. Rather, we're looking across the entire data set of every prompt we run through the platform across all the models. Now we can see some key findings and positives and negatives from our positioning here at Gauge using our tool. We can see that Gauge is consistently framed as a data-driven platform. We can see specific snippets where this data-driven narrative is coming through in the answers on the platform. For example, ChatGPT said our core strength is data analytics and it's best for data-driven teams. I would agree with that sentiment. In addition to these key findings, we can also see pros and cons, as well as quotes directly from the models. For example, Gauge is seen as having positive sentiment around our action center and execution workflows. We don't just tell you what your AI SEO scores are, we tell you how you can specifically improve your numbers and then help you take action on it with our content writing tools. The sentiment analysis also highlights weaknesses in our positioning as well. For example, at Gauge, we offer a starter plan in addition to a growth plan. But the models see our $99 entry level plan as potentially expensive compared to competitors, which is interesting because we actually think it's quite cheap compared to competitors. But this is a consistent bit of feedback from the AI models, and so we need to do a better job contextualizing how our plan is priced there. Sentiment analysis is now available for every single customer of Gauge with these two plans set up by default: strengths and weaknesses and competitive positioning. We think this is a pretty interesting data set for people to make content decisions on, not just in relation to how often they show up in AI answers, but now actually controlling how they show up in those AI answers and what positioning is being used by companies. We're really excited to be launching this feature and very curious for your feedback. Thanks.